Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy back again for this week's Midweek, Midday Motivational Minute. Wonderful Wednesday. Welcome. I can't believe it's already March 15th. Great to see you, my folks on IG. Great to see you, my folks on LinkedIn. Oh, my goodness. YouTube, Facebook. Can you hear me now? Yes, storyteller. So great to see you. I see you popping in, Peter. Go ahead and make yourself at home. We're going to have a great chat today because today I wanted to share some of the key lessons that I learned from NSA's Thrive Winter Workshop 2 weeks ago in San Antonio. And some of y'all know I lost my voice right before I went there. Oh, can you hear me now? Oh, goodness. But in a room full of speakers, oh, it was absolutely amazing. But first things first, I got to give a shout out to my baby girl, little Lucia, little Lulu. Last week, we celebrated International Women's Day. And I shouted out my beautiful wife, my amazing mom, my great grandmother, my grandmother, but I forgot to shout out little Lucia. And Lucia did great representing the third grade in her spelling bee. Yeah, she must get it from her mama because she certainly doesn't get it from me. But little Lulu, I love you, baby girl. Excellent job in the spelling bee representing the third grade. Love you, Lulu. But hey, let's get back to it. And yesterday was International Professional Speakers Day, celebrating all of our professional speakers, all of my colleagues. And I had the privilege and the pleasure to go to NSA, that's the National Speakers Association, their Thrive Winter Workshop. And it was absolutely amazing. It was amazing because there was so much content. And I'm going to give y'all my key learnings, my key takeaways that hopefully will assist you. But it was also amazing because of the collaboration of the community. All of my speaker friends, the $1 Million Speakers Group, which is where I aspire to be. Oh my goodness, getting to hear from them, getting to network from them. I don't know if they call it osmosis, but I know Jim Rohn says you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So for some of y'all, I need you to do an audit. I need you to look to your left. And then your other left, your right. And I need you to audit who are you spending time with. And sometimes you got to knock out those folks that aren't serving you. If they're not serving your best interest, if they're not there to lift you up, to challenge you to be the best that you can be, you know what? You got to tell them, you got to cut it. You have got to cut it. So let me get into the lessons that I learned. And I had to take some notes. Day one kicked off. A gentleman named Wally Koval. He's acquired just a massive, in the millions following on Instagram. He's got a page that's called Accidentally Wes Anderson. And Wally Koval, he and his wife, he took us through the journey of how he was able to build this empire. He's doing big things, and that was good. But I'll tell you what was great. There was a speaker that came in on day one. Her name was Lisa McLeod, and she talked about selling yourself, why so many speakers get it wrong, and what you can do to get it right. And my big takeaway from what Lisa shared is that if you want a $20,000, $25,000 speaker fee, you better be solving 250K problems. Think about that. What are the problems that you're solving to be able to command those types of fees? Are you focused on those problems that you solve for your clients? It was amazing. Now on day 2, there was Dr. Nadia Z. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, unfortunately. I would give it a try, but I would absolutely butcher it. Zenga, we'll just call it Dr. Z. And what she shared, it was absolutely amazing. It was around continuous reinvention. She talked about 3 trends that are facing businesses today. And 3 takeaways that she shared. Number 1 is that turbulence is here to stay. Now, remember, this was 2 weeks ago. This was when we were still facing the global pandemic, still facing, I think, are the murder hornets still out there? But it was before we faced Silicon Valley Bank, SVB, shutting down. Who would have imagined? Who would have prepared themselves for a big bank to shut down? How does that happen? Things that make you go, hmm. Number two, she said, forget about having the mindset of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know my former colleague and good baseball buddy, Jeff Steele, said that his coach used to say, if it ain't broke, break it. Smash it, shake it, flip it upside down. Yes, as you think about continuous reinvention, I encourage you, don't get comfortable where, everything is hunky-dory, because guess what? Something's bound to come and bop you over the head. Number three, she talked about continuous reinvention being a huge opportunity. And what she said is, as speakers, not just for you and your business, but also for the clients that you serve, how do you make sure you challenge them to continuously look for opportunities to reinvent, to innovate, to be better today than they were yesterday? Wow, it got me thinking about my business. And that, coupled with a presentation, a session on day 3 by Tamsin Webster, she called it Curiouser and More Curiouser. How do you craft killer keynote descriptions? Well, I thought about it. I got my keynotes, but are my titles and my descriptions, are they crisp? Do they make people say, I want to go to Larry's session? That sounds interesting. He's got me curious about what he's going to be sharing. And the brutal, honest answer was no. So I went to the drawing board. I'm still in there working on revamping my titles and revamping my descriptions. Now, going back to Dr. Z, she asked a question. And she asked, how good are you at anticipating change? I mean, think about it. What's next? The Martians, the aliens come down. Are you ready? We got a bunker. No, I'm just kidding. I wish we had a bunker. We got some woods and I got a bat. So yeah, we'll see. Probably no match for the aliens, but how good are you? And she said, number one, you rock at it. You anticipate the changes that are coming. Number two, you're good, but you could be better. And then number three, if we're being honest, there's a lot of folks that are number three. I don't see change unless it bops me over the head. Wow, think about the opportunity that presents. The next big lesson I learned was the importance of diversifying my business lines. And I got to give a shout out to Verl Workman. When I leave here, I'm going to hop on a webinar with him, Tony Chapman, and Shep Hyken. Because essentially, thanks to them, I'm now working on clarifying my revenue lines. As Shep called them, he called them the amusement park rides. You're the main attraction, but what are the different rides? What are the different rides that you offer? For me, it's speaking and emceeing. That's one of my, I think Burl called it, what are your 4 pillars? I only got 3, but the first one is speaking and emceeing. You have to pardon my voice. But yes, as a speaker and an MC, that's number 1. Number 2, it's for the group training. Number 3 could be coaching, but I'm thinking about how do I want to build my coaching business conjoined with training. And then number 4 is really focused on special projects. What's a special project? Influencer deals, consulting projects, kind of one-off, but it really got me thinking of being intentional. Tony Chapman came in and he shared, here goes some tips and tricks to think about working with the federal government. There are so many myths out there, especially for speakers, that the government doesn't pay well, the government doesn't pay on time. You don't want to go down the path with the government. Tony really worked out and showed us how there's a tremendous opportunity of working with our government. Some of the other takeaways, I got to give a big shout out to Denise Hamilton, who showed us how speakers, coaches, influencers can actually use I am robot, this thing that we call Chat GPT. Don't call it GPS. I made that mistake. Someone said, Chat GPS? Is that the long lost cousin of Chat GPT? I said, hey, close enough. But Denise walked us through how to leverage Chat GPT, which was awesome. Shay Langley did a fireside chat where she was sharing with us how to leverage SEO strategies, which for me, my website, needs some improvements. I've got that on my list. It's not a top priority, but she certainly dropped knowledge. And then last, and certainly not least, the closing keynote is my buddy, Richard Bliss, coming from California. Richard shared some new updates and new strategies for leveraging LinkedIn. He took us in to the algorithm, which LinkedIn is always changing. They're trying to flip it up. But he also gave us some actual to-dos on how to leverage LinkedIn to drive our business forward. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm super excited about the future of the speaker industry. I'm super excited about my speaking business. If I can ever serve you, if I can ever assist you or your organization, hey, I ain't hard to find. You'll probably hear me before you see me, but holla at your boy. So let me go ahead and take a look at the comments. I'm hopeful that those top takeaways were beneficial to someone out there. But let me see, where are people tuning in? And what was the biggest thing? Your top lesson learned in 2023 for my IG folks. Let me know, where are you tuning in from? Peter Milner, I know you're right here in Raleighwood, Durham. Elvira, great to see you. I know you're out on the West Coast. Mr. Potential, Mr. or Mrs. Potential asked, what conference was this? It was the NSA, National Speaker Association Thrive Winter Workshop. And let me see, this was the last National Speaker Association physical copy of their magazine. And if you turn to the back page, ooh, you might recognize that guy. Yeah, you might recognize that smile. Holla at your boy. They put an article in there about the bus trip that I took last year. We were rolling. D-Dub, great to see you. Derek Williams. Lou Balco, I love it. You lose your voice at a Terp game? No, but I am going to a Terp baseball game this Saturday. Go Terps. Can't wait to see my boys in red and black. Loving the energy. I love you right back. Thank you so much. Benjamin, the Larry train. Adam, oh my goodness. Monster Hornets to SVB. Talk about wild. What's next? What's next? And what should we be preparing for? Let me ask you this. If we got hit with a second pandemic and a second lockdown, are you ready? Are you ready professionally? Are you, your family, friends, community ready personally? Because who knows what's going to happen? We don't know, but oftentimes we don't see change until boom, it hits us over the head. What's going on, Mr. Reginald Stack? So great to see you. All about the subject line, baby. I love it. Yes, titles, descriptions, your subject line. Are you making people inquisitive? Are you getting people to say, that sounds interesting? Or are they just like, plain Jane, yeah, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Benjamin, I love it. Larry, my man, you're on fire today again. I'm trying, man. I'm trying my best. And Ben, I can't wait to work on that project as we talk about the European market, the US markets, how we can better collaborate. I'll see you at the end of April. Adam, midweek motivation with Mr. Larry Long Jr. Absolutely love this part of my week. Thank you so much, Adam. I appreciate everything that you're doing with Clarify, doing great, as well as with GoDaddy. I'm speaking with our friends, Rachel and Elena at GoDaddy later today, getting ready for the event in 1 week. I cannot wait. March 22nd, can't come fast enough. Benjamin, I learned so far that 2023 is not 2022. Okay. Don't look back. Don't be satisfied with what you had. Focus on what you can achieve. So I love that. We're looking forward to what's going on. We're looking at the present. Absolutely love it. Polished potential. How do you personally prevent burnout as a speaker? Hey, great question. For me, it's about being intentional. It's about focusing on what are your goals? What's your mission? What's your vision? I got mine right here on a whiteboard that's right here. So I'm crystal clear in terms of what I'm trying to accomplish. And essentially, when opportunities come, you got to make a choice. If it doesn't align, if there's no congruence there, then you got to say no, which I know is tough, especially for early speakers where you feel like you got to say yes to everything. No, I know there's a show, Say Yes to the Dress, but in terms of your business, I encourage you to be intentional, to be deliberate, and to be thoughtful with what you're doing to make sure that you don't burn out. I think that's what you're asking, polished potential. Let me know if I answered it, or are you talking about experiencing burnout when you're in the middle of a speech? Just, oh, you got to improve your stamina. You got to go for a run, work on that cardio. Got to get some weights in there. Yeah, you got to get a little bit stronger if you're burning out while you're in the middle of a presentation. Christina V, so great to see you. I know you got some great stuff cooking up. It was great catching up with you a few weeks ago. Keep shining. Christina, Lou, LL, flipping the script with your jolt. We are certainly trying. We are trying to flip the script. You know how we do. Great to see you, LB. Mark Mosquito, I love it. What I learned so far in 2023, you are the author of your future. I like that. I like that. You're writing your future. That's great. Business success needs to be something you define, not what the world defines. Mark, come on now. That's a mic drop moment right there, Mark. I love it, love it, love it. You're the author of your future, no one else. Adam, I'm ready. It's all about getting yourself right. Positive, proactive plans. Adam Griggs, I appreciate you sharing that. Mark, we're going to end on this one. This is amazing. Intentionality, preach. Being intentional with everything that you do, having purpose, and actually knowing why are you doing what you're doing. So I hope this was helpful to somebody. I appreciate everybody for taking time to join us live. For those that are tuning in to the recording, thank you as well. And I wish everyone a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week, a wonderful weekend. Let's make today a wonderful Wednesday. It's our choice. Your energy and motivation is a great form of enablement. Enable us to be our best selves, Larry. I'm just trying to transfer some of this energy over to you so that you can be your best self, so you can live your best life. And I just want to say thank you. Please make sure you go out and thank someone today. Just thank them for being awesome. The little things, that little acknowledgement, believe you me, can mean so much. Thanks for tuning in. This week's Midweek, Midday Motivational Minute. I'm your boy, Larry Long Jr. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace. Thank y'all. Nothing but love for you. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace. All right, IG. All right, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. I'll holla.